soundbar or installed surround sound system? What is better? Hello everyone, I am Tanmay Mehta, your electronic consultant at Touchwood Automations, and today we are going to speak about real versus virtual surround sound system. Now the war of soundbars versus installed sound system has been going on since so many decades, and it's just getting bigger and wider with the technology evolving in both these segments. Now before we decide who really the winner is and what should you buy based on your requirements and budget, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications, as we are bringing in a lot of honest reviews, opinions and products applications for you in our upcoming videos. Now coming back to the war of surround sounds, there are two types of surrounds that are playing a vital role. First one is the virtual surround sound and the second one is the real surround sound. Now virtual surround technology is mostly observed in these kind of sound bars, which are packed with all the channels in one single cabinet. So they have front three speakers here, left, center and right, and then there are two surround speakers in this particular box. And nowadays there are also Atmos sound bars. So basically you have Atmos speakers also bundled up in the same particular cabinet. But once again, all this in only one cabinet. How does this soundbar really work? Now they work on a direction and orientation based standards which can deliver the virtual surround sound, and to achieve better results they need a typical room size or a typical room layout in a rectangular format with very reflective surfaces on the side walls as well as on the rear wall. Now for instance, in this particular soundbar, the front three speakers, as I said, you have the front left, the center channel and the front right speaker here, which are oriented in the straight direction. That's because where the sound would come to you in a straight format from these front three speakers. And the surrounds are at the farther ends with an inclination or an angle which goes and hits towards your side wall, either of the side wall, so that they can throw the sound on these particular walls, which will further reflect the sound on your rear wall, and that reflection then further will give you the surround sound effect. Now imagine, to deliver these kind of surround sound systems, you need to have really got these kind of room layouts or the room environments, and it is only possible nowadays in your bedrooms, because your living rooms, media rooms, family rooms, these are all very very open, and that is where these soundbars really fail to deliver a surround sound system. And bedrooms to some extent wherein you have side walls and rear walls are the ones wherein you can really go for these kind of wireless 5.1 surround sound systems. But if you're planning to buy a sound system for your other areas and not for your bedroom, then I think you should just chuck this particular soundbar, because this is not going to be of any value to you, and you need to look out for an option of installed sound system. Now there are two main significant challenges when you decide to buy an installed sound system. The first one is the wiring headache, because nobody wants to chisel their walls, nobody likes to have cables run on the wall with that casing caping thing, and that is where people prefer to go for soundbar, which is a much more wireless and an easy option. But if you are able to do that, wherein if you're, let's say, planning for a new house or if you're renovating a house, then cabling is a very very minute problem for you, and then you can go for these kind of installed sound systems. The second significant challenge is that the cost involved in these surround sound systems. Now the cost involved in a surround sound system, which is an installed sound system, is a little higher compared to the virtual surround sound bars, because obviously they don't have to manufacture many speakers, they don't have to make 5 different cabinets along with one woofer cabinet, and that is where the cost can go high compared to a soundbar. But wait, there is something more that you need to know in this particular war. Now before that, if you have used any of the soundbars or installed sound system, let us know your feedback in the comments below, as I would love to see your reactions on both, and I'm sure our viewers would also love them too. Now the interesting part here is that the soundbars are also changing the surround sound game with a particular technology which is detachable surround speakers. Now these surrounds can be actually kept in your surrounds or rears to watch a movie, and after watching a movie you can again plug them back in to the main speaker for recharging. And this is where you have got an effect of an installed sound system with a soundbar by the help of the detachable soundbars. Now I know that there are not many brands which are doing this. Few of the brands that have been mastering into this detachable surrounds is obviously JBL, and the first one was Philips with their product called Philips Fidelio. So these were the two soundbars who actually managed to do the detachable game. And if you see now, the soundbar industry is actually changing towards this particular segment, and they are planning to have these real surrounds by actually using a soundbar only. Now, this way you don't have to worry about wiring. You can actually enjoy surround sound, a proper 5.1 channel, or nowadays with an Atmos soundbars you can also enjoy the Atmos effect. But they may not be that pocket friendly compared to the virtual surround bars, but they are still not very expensive like the installed sound systems. So that is where these kind of detachable sound bars are really changing the game for the virtual and the real sound system, and this is more like a hybrid combination for a surround sound system. But one of the biggest drawbacks of these particular sound bars, detachable as well as virtual ones, are that the separation of front three speakers, that is now what is the separation of front three speakers? Now before that, let me tell you, in a typical 5.1 or a 5.1.2 channel surround sound system, you have three speakers in the front, which is your left, center and right channels, and the rest of them are in the surrounds or on Atmos channels. Now obviously the woofer would be always separate in both the cases. Now the majority of the sound that you watch in a movie or in a show comes from these front three speakers. And when they are very nearly placed, what happens is the sound of the center gets overpowered by these two left and right speakers. And why does that matter? Because in a 5.1 or a 5.1.2 channel surround system, the center plays a role of a vocal or a dialogue speaker. So if you see, if you're watching any, let's say, movie, the dialogues that you see on the screen actually come out from the center speaker only. And when you have the left and right overpowering them, that is where the sound bars play a very shabby role in actually giving you the clarity in the dialogues or vocals. And they are one of and this is one of the most common complaint shared by all of our soundbar users. If you too are victim of such bad vocals from a soundbar, share your feedback in the comments below, as we will like to know your challenges. In the meanwhile, for all our viewers, if you are planning for a good home cinema surround sound system, make a budget and a provision for wiring, and always go for installed sound system, because compared to any wireless sound bars, these are the systems which can actually deliver you the real surround sound system. And only if you already possess such installed sound systems, then only go for sound bars in all the other areas, because I can understand that they are wireless, they do not make any clutter, they are very slim and sleek, and they are also pocket friendly. So obviously for these benefits, your mind always tends to get diverted to these kind of sound bars, but go for them in a case wherein you want to use them in your bedroom, which has two side walls and one rear wall, and in the other case wherein you already have got an installed surround sound system in your other rooms, and you want to just buy a good bar in the other areas, then only go for a wireless sound bar. Now if you find this particular information valuable, then do not forget to like our video and share this video with your near and dear ones who are always confused in this particular war of virtual and real surround sound. And also make sure to subscribe to our channel, as we bring in more such valuable content and information for you, which will help you make decisions faster and wiser. Till then, I, Tanmay Mehta, your electronic consultant at Touchwood Automations, will continue to create more such videos, and thank you again. See you in my next video.